Really, probably the main thing that is the reason why we suffer, probably the reason why we hold ourselves back, the reason why we struggle with anxiety, the reason why we don't believe in ourselves. It's because we don't actually love ourselves. At a root level, we hate ourselves, or we don't feel like we're worthy. We put others on a pedestal. We compare ourselves to other people. That's a sure sign that you don't love yourself. You're always comparing yourself to other people. That used to be me. I was always not good enough, and I had this kind of filter over how I viewed the world. And I would always put myself as less than other people. I would always look at other people as better than me, but it was subconscious. I didn't really realize I was doing it. And so when it came down to it, I wouldn't step up. I wouldn't rise to opportunities. I wouldn't trust myself in tense or nervous moments. I would fold like a lawn chair. I would crumble because at a root level, I didn't feel like I was worthy. And there's so much shit that we could compare ourselves to. I get it. It's hard to really love yourself. But there was a switch. There was a shift that I made. And I remember it was like maybe a year or two ago. I was like, I'm actually at a place where I wouldn't trade my life with anyone. I wouldn't trade where I'm at right now with where anyone else is at. I see people that are, quote, more successful than me, but I know that they're just further along the path. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but I am on the way to that. And I'm no longer jealous of people. I'm no longer wishing I was someone else. I used to wish I was taller. I used to wish I was better looking. I used to think like I was weirder than everyone else. Like I'm telling you, I had this like filter. And no matter what I did, no matter how much success I had, I would always be discounting it. And I was thinking, I came to these realizations why it happened. And I'm sure people can relate. I had a parent that had anger issues. And when I was in those transformative years, like, 7, 8, 9, 10, that parent was very triggered easily. And I didn't want to make that parent mad. So I would mold myself to what I thought that parent wanted from me so they wouldn't freak out or get mad. And so right there, I lost my self-worth. I lost it because those years are so transformative that we take that on. It becomes a part of us. It becomes a part of our subconscious programming, and then we carry that on throughout the rest of our lives. So I grew up, my teens, my early 20s, and I was doing the same shit. I was trying to make everyone happy, and I was always molding myself to fit my environment. I was like a damn comedian. I almost said a comedian. I was like a damn chameleon, and I didn't truly know myself. And then that hindered me, standing out, being unique. It just suppressed it. And so on top of that, like the people pleasing, the putting other people on a pedestal subconsciously, I was completely lost. And then I made this shift. I said, you know what? I'm trying to reach my full potential. I'm trying to take control of this life. I'm trying to figure it out. So I started peeling back the layers. I started digging deep down there into the subconscious, the shit that I did not want to face. I really started to analyze my limitations. I realized when I picked them up, and I knew, okay, these things they've gone with me this far, but I can let them go now. And another thing I wanted a relationship at the time. And I kept trying to force things, and I wasn't attracting what I really wanted to attract. And I realized that I didn't actually love myself. The way I think you should attract a relationship is you love yourself first, and then you let that person come into your life. If you can't be by yourself for a certain period of time, if you can't entertain yourself, if you can't truly spend time with yourself and you constantly need other people to be around and help you feel secure, that's not going to last forever. We can't depend on other people for anything. And I was just so insecure because I was trying to uphold this image of another theme that I had throughout my childhood was perfection. I wanted to uphold throughout school. I was a huge perfectionist. I hated getting bad grades. I hated upsetting the teacher. I hated making other people mad. And I was this huge perfectionist. And so I was upholding myself to this super, super, super high standard because I thought that's what was going to get me success. That's what was going to get other people to like me. But pretending that you're someone else, like pleasing other people, it's so dead today. It's so dead. Like the world, I feel like now, it rewards uniqueness. It rewards standing out in your own way. It rewards breaking out of the norm and starting to do what you actually want to do. Breaking out of the life you dread, the life that you're living because you want to not upset people, to do what society wants you to do. Nah, that's dead. That's so dead because we're becoming aware of how much we've suffered because of the make-believe standards that we think we have to follow. We don't have to do anything that other people tell us. We really don't. Who cares what other people think of us? They don't actually care that much. Everyone is thinking about themselves. But really, self-love, building self-love is a process. It ain't gonna happen overnight. It ain't gonna happen by you standing in front of the mirror and repeating, I love myself. I'm great. I'm the best. Nah, it ain't gonna do it. That's gonna make you hate yourself more because you're trying to tell yourself that and your subconscious is going to reject it right away. Because after all these years, you've been programmed to put yourself as less than other people. So it's gonna require you getting out there and actually making a change within yourself. It's gonna require you getting out there and facing some challenges, getting uncomfortable, overcoming them, and then shifting your confidence from wanting to play it safe to I can handle anything. I don't care what life throws at me. I'm going to get stronger. I can handle anything. And that kind of security, you stop worrying. Like the anxiety is gonna fall away. The worry about the future, the worry about being safe, it's gonna fall away because you trust yourself. You know that you are worthy. And then when you really start to lean in what you like to do, what you're passionate about, what your strengths are, lean into your weirdness, you're going to give off a certain vibe that says, I love myself, I'm comfortable in myself, and I'm willing to show my full authentic self to the world. That vibe is contagious and it's attractive. But our inner world is so chaotic because we want to achieve this. We want to do this. We believe we should have this, but our subconscious is not saying the same thing. It's not aligned. We got to dig deep into the subconscious. And when we notice going down rabbit holes or repeating patterns of disempowering thoughts, of putting ourselves below other people, we have to stop it in its tracks. Realize it's happening, stop it in its tracks, and then choose how you respond to the disempowering thought. Detaching your identity from the disempowering thought. And remember again that you're not your thoughts, you're not what your mind tells you, you are the awareness above your mind, and you have the ability to control your mind. And when you notice yourself becoming uptight, like becoming restricted, when you notice yourself trying to uphold a certain image to impress other people, when you notice yourself hyper-analyzing every word that you say or every action that you take because you want it to be the right one, you can see that it's happening, observe it, and just let it go. Recenter your focus in the present moment where we are truly limitless and we are truly authentic. When we're fully present, we can be spontaneous. We can be fully ourselves because we're not overthinking everything that we do. The more we get into that state, the more we can figure out who we really are. And then we're building confidence by getting out there in the world, setting some goals, achieving them, setting bigger goals, achieving those, and building a mountain of confidence. And it's not cockiness. We don't have to prove ourselves to other people. If you need to prove yourself to someone else, if you need to talk about your accomplishments, that's insecurity right there. A truly secure person that loves themselves will be happy for other people, will love to see other people do well because they have an inner securedness that we know we're doing well. We're excited for the future because we're putting in the work to get there. And we need to see the value of ourselves as an individual. Because I'm telling y'all, we all got gifts. We all got something we can share with the world. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your situation is. We all got them. They've just been pushed down by us. We let our external environment push them down. and we become a smaller version of ourselves because we're stuck in the past. We're thinking about all our failures, or we're worrying about the future. We want everything to work out. We want to control everything. We want everything to go perfectly how we planned, which is never going to happen, so we should just let go of that. When we are being fully present and spontaneous, that's when our gifts can rise to the surface. We get out of our own way and we just be fully. We're not trying to hide anything. And if people don't accept us for who we are or what we bring to the world, then they're not worth it. They don't need to be in our lives. Like, it's okay. We don't need to be friends with everyone. Hopefully that helps. Let me know what you think. Peace.